Welcome to Football Today TV. These is your home for updated football news. So feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe as we continue to grow our family. Chelsea are preparing to make a major statement in the transfer market, and this time the focus is on one of the most feared strikers in world football, Victor Osimhen. After ongoing struggles in front of goal and growing doubts surrounding their current attacking options, the club is now seriously considering a move that could completely reshape their forward line. At the center of this developing story is a clear comparison: Liam Delap versus Victor Osimhen, and the growing belief that Chelsea may need a significant upgrade. The situation has not come out of nowhere. Chelsea's search for a reliable goalscorer has been ongoing for several seasons, and despite heavy investment, the problem remains unresolved. When Liam Delap arrived, there was optimism. He was seen as a young striker with potential, a player who could grow into a key figure for the club. However, football at the highest level is unforgiving, and performances have not always matched expectations. Delap's numbers tell part of the story. Despite showing flashes of strength, movement, and determination, consistency has been an issue. In a team that is striving to compete for major honors, the pressure on the striker is immense. Every missed chance, every quiet performance, becomes magnified. For Chelsea, this has created a sense of urgency, an understanding that if they want to compete with the very best, they need a striker who can deliver at the highest level, week in and week out. This is where Victor Osimhen enters the conversation. Known for his pace, power, and clinical finishing, Osimhen has established himself as one of the most complete forwards in modern football. His goal-scoring record, combined with his ability to influence games, has made him one of the most sought-after players in the world. For Chelsea, he represents not just an upgrade, but a potential solution to a long-standing problem. The contrast between the two players is striking. Delap is still developing, still learning, still adapting to the demands of top-level football. Osimhen, on the other hand, is already proven. He has performed in high-pressure environments, delivered in big moments, and consistently found the back of the net. This difference in experience and output is at the heart of Chelsea's decision-making process. But this is not just about replacing one player with another. It is about redefining Chelsea's attacking identity. Modern football demands strikers who can do more than just score goals. They must press, create space, link play, and contribute defensively. Osimhen fits this profile perfectly. His work rate, physicality, and intelligence make him a complete forward, capable of transforming the way Chelsea play. The financial aspect of this potential transfer cannot be ignored. Signing a player like Osimhen would require a significant investment, potentially one of the biggest deals of the transfer window. However, for Chelsea, the question is not just about cost. It is about value. What is the value of a striker who can guarantee goals? What is the impact of having a player who can decide matches on his own? There is also a growing belief within football circles that Chelsea missed an opportunity in the past. Osimhen was previously linked with the club, but a deal did not materialize. Since then, his reputation has only grown stronger. His performances, particularly in European competitions, have reinforced the idea that he is among the elite. Looking back, some see it as a missed chance, one that Chelsea may now be eager to correct. At the same time, this potential move raises questions about Delap's future. If Chelsea were to sign Osimhen, it would inevitably change the dynamics of the squad. Delap could find himself pushed down the pecking order, forced to fight for minutes or consider his own future. For a young player, this is a critical moment, a test of resilience and determination. However, competition is not necessarily a negative. In many cases, it drives improvement. Having a player like Osimhen in the squad could provide Delap with a benchmark, a standard to aspire to. It could accelerate his development, pushing him to raise his level and prove that he belongs at the top. From a tactical perspective, Osimhen's arrival would give Chelsea new options. His ability to stretch defenses, attack space, and finish chances would add a new dimension to the team's attack. It would also create opportunities for other players, opening up space and allowing the team to play with greater freedom. The broader context of Chelsea's situation adds further significance to this story. The club is in a period of transition, with a focus on rebuilding and returning to the top of English and European football. Every decision, every signing, is part of a larger strategy. Bringing in a player like Osimhen would send a clear message that Chelsea are ready to compete, ready to invest, and ready to challenge for major trophies once again. For fans, the prospect of signing Osimhen is incredibly exciting. It represents hope, ambition, and the promise of goals. Strikers have always held a special place in football, and the arrival of a world-class forward can transform the mood of an entire club. At the same time, expectations would be enormous. Big signings come with pressure, and Osimhen would be expected to deliver immediately. The Premier League is one of the most competitive leagues in the world, and adapting to its demands is never easy. However, if there is one player capable of making that transition successfully, it is Osimhen. As the transfer window approaches, speculation will continue to grow. Reports, rumors, and negotiations will shape the narrative, with fans eagerly following every development. The outcome remains uncertain, but the direction is clear. Chelsea are looking for something more, something better, something that can take them to the next level. Ultimately, this story is about ambition. It is about a club recognizing its weaknesses and taking steps to address them. It is about the pursuit of excellence, the desire to compete with the very best, and the willingness to make bold decisions. Victor Osimhen represents that ambition. He is not just a player, he is a statement. A statement that Chelsea are ready to move forward, ready to evolve, and ready to build a team capable of achieving greatness. And as this story continues to unfold, one question remains at the center of it all. Will Chelsea finally secure the striker they have been searching for? Or will this be another chapter in their ongoing quest for the perfect forward?